Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Slave ships to be shot down in the streets by the same people that are supposed to be protecting you, and you get put to death and nobody goes to jail for it. Why are these things happening to us? How can the Bible just say what it said? Read it again.
And you shall be remembered before the Lord your God.
How is the Most High God is going to remember you if these things are happening? How do you feel? How do you feel about these things, so-called black man? Big bro, I see you standing over there. What's the deal with that? Why is it that we're not being shown what the Bible says?
You know?
You so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, come learn. Come learn. When you see us, come learn. We're here to show you. We love our people.
That's right.
We want to show you what the Bible actually says about you.
That's right.
That's right.
What it says about you, black man, Hispanic man. Give me that in Jeremiah. That's what give me that. Jeremiah 16:10. Watch this. Read.
Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 10.
Bring it out.
And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt show this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee, wherefore hath the Lord pronounced all this great evil against us?
You so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, you're going to be asking these questions in these days. You're going to be asking, why are these things happening to us? Why are we going through these things? Why do we suffer? Why do we live in the neighborhoods where the liquor stores is on the corners and the churches are on every corner and nothing gets better? Why are these things happening to our neighborhood? The Bible just spoke about that. That was written over 3,500 years ago. Why is the Bible prophesying things that are happening today? Hey, sir, excuse me. We're trying to show our people who they are according to the Bible. Give me 2 minutes, sir. I want to show you what you know. I know you've not been shown. You've not been shown your nationality in the Bible.
Right.
That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to wake our people up to the Bible, because the Bible is your book. Have you ever heard that before, sir? With the Cadillac? Have you ever heard that the Bible is yours and only yours?
Bring it out.
It's not an all-inclusive book. We've been lied to about this book.
That's right.
The book has been brought upon us to enslave us, and they tricked us. And that's what we're here to do, to show our people the Bible correctly. Give me 2 minutes. I want to show you what this Bible is saying. Read it again from the top.
And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt show this people all these words.
Because we're here to do just that. We're here to show our people all these words.
Right.
What the Bible is saying. Read.
And they shall say unto thee, wherefore hath the Lord pronounced all this great evil against us?
So why is it that we're on Section 8? Why is that we're in the projects?
Bring it out.
Why are these things happening to us? This question was posed to the Most High way back then. Why is it happening to us, so-called black man? So-called Hispanic man? Why are these things happening to us? Read.
Or what is our iniquity? Or what is our sin that we have committed against the Lord our God?
Because you know what? They knew then. The reason things happen to people is because you're doing something wrong. No, that's what the Bible just read it again.
Wherefore hath the Lord pronounced all this great evil against us?
Read.
Or what is our iniquity? Or what is our sin?
You should be asking. When you see horrible things happening to your people, you should be asking, what is the sin that I'm in? What is the iniquity that we're going through? That's what we should be asking. But we're not taught the Bible correctly. We're not taught. Read.
Or what is our sin that we have committed against the Lord our God?
Read.
Then shalt thou say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me, saith the Lord, and have walked after other gods.
Guess what? These things happen to you because it's a generational curse.
Right.
That's what we're here to show our people. We figured this book out. We find out that the Bible is ours. It's nobody else's book.
That's
We can prove what we're saying. Come learn.
Bring it out.
Come learn what it is that you've not been taught in the Christian Christian church.
That's right.
Mr. Dale Bonner Church that's down the street here. Creflo Dollar Church we just rolled by it. We're not that far from it.
Right.
They're not teaching you this.
Right.
They're just taking your money, and we're here to show you better.
Right.
Because guess what? Christ is on his way back. A lot of us do believe that. A lot of us believe Christ is coming back.
Right.
But what is he going to do when he get here? What is he going to do? Because Christianity got you thinking he's coming back giving out hugs and kisses.
Right.
Finish reading that.
Then shall thou say,
verse 11.
Sir.
Read that.
then shall thou say unto him, because your fathers have forsaken me, saith the Lord, and have walked after other gods, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my law.
You've not done what the Bible says.
That's right.
It's plain. You've not done what the Bible is telling you to do. It's to keep the laws of God.
That's right.
And the question is, why are these things happening? I mean, bro, before you get in the car, let me share some things with you. 2 minutes. I just want to share some things with you because we know our people ride around day in, day out, oblivious to this book.
That's
right. We've not been taught the book correctly.
That's right.
And we're here to prove it. We can prove it with the book. Come learn. That's what we're here to do, is to teach our people. Show them the things where they go wrong. We don't know that today is the Sabbath day. Give
right.
me Exodus 20. Yeah. Something simple as the Sabbath day. We're going to keep it simple. Something simple as the Sabbath day, and our people are here at this store buying and selling, not knowing that's against God.
That's
we
right.
just read in Jeremiah 16 and 11 that you're not to do these things. That's what we're here to do, to show you what's wrong. Hey, big bro, how you doing, sir? Excuse me, sir. What's your name?
Jermaine.
Jermaine, how you doing?
I'm all right.
Jermaine, we're here to teach our people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, who they are according to the Bible.
That's right. That's right.
So, are you familiar with anything that we're talking about? You go to church?
Yeah.
What church you go to?
Mount Pleasant Baptist Church.
Mount Pleasant. So you active in church now? Okay, I'll pray. What day y'all go worship?
Sunday.
Sunday. Why is that?
It's the Lord's Day.
It's the Lord's Day.
Yeah.
According to who?
That's just what I've been told.
That's what you've been told. That's what you've been told. Guess what? We all were taught the same thing.
Right.
But guess what? We learned better.
That's right.
Exodus. We're going to show you when the Sabbath day is.
That's right.
You got your phone. Pull up your calendar on your phone as we read this. Watch this. Read.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 8.
Bring it out!
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
That's plain, Jermaine. That's plain. 6 days you should do all your work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord. That's plain. So when you look at your calendar and you look at the top where it got the days of the week, what's the 7th day of the week? I can't hear you, sir. Saturday. So now the question is, you say y'all church, you go to Mount Pleasant, they go to church on Sunday. Why is that? You can't.
Get out.
All praise. You know what? Like I was a little boy when I asked. I said, well, it said the 7th day. Sunday is the first day.
Right.
Guess what I was told when I was young? Don't question the Bible.
Right.
That's what I was told. I grew up in South Georgia. That's what I was told. You don't question God. But this is plain right. Read it again.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
Right.
That's right. In it thou shalt not do any work. Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
So now, give me that Nehemiah. So now, on this Sabbath day, which is the day that we're supposed to be worshiped, that's the day that we're supposed to show reverence to the Most High God. It's a special day. This is the day we should be doing these things. So, what are some things that set that day apart? It says, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Hey, sis. Hey, bit, bro. Sis, come. I want to show you something. So, I was just talking to Jermaine. I was talking to Jermaine about what day is the Sabbath day. He said he goes to church. What day you go? You go to church? Sometimes. Hey, sir, you go to church? What day you go to church on?
I'm going Sunday, 7th.
You familiar with that? Are you familiar with that? Sis, what's your name? Hey, man, bro, before you walk out, I want to go over some things for you. Hey, sir, sis, I'm sorry. What's your name? Carly, that's Jermaine. Jermaine, we're going over what day is the Sabbath day. We've just established because he pulled his phone out and looked at the calendar. And when you look at the top, it gives you the days of the week. The days of the week let you know what day is first all the way to the Sabbath day. Read that again. 8. Watch this, sis. I want you to hear this. Because we've been taught that Sunday is the day that we're supposed to worship God. What do you think about that, big bro? Is that the day we're supposed to worship God? Okay, watch what the Bible says. Read.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day.
Remember the Sabbath day, which is weird because it's at the beginning of the book, and it says to remember it. We're going to go over that. Read.
To keep it holy.
To keep it holy.
6 days shalt thou labor, and do all thy work. But the seventh day, read,
is the Sabbath
of the Lord thy God.
Now, is that not plain enough? It's pretty plain. It says the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord.
Right.
So the question is, why do we worship on Sunday?
Bring it out.
Why are we doing that? It's a simple law. There's many laws, but this particular one is very detrimental. Give me that in Exodus 31. You see this right here? That's where Sunday worship comes from.
Bring it out.
Sis, I want you to see this. I want you to see what it's doing on this map, on this sign. We got a sign. See these sketches? This guy was drawn, and it was said that he would represent Jesus Christ.
Bring it out.
This is history. You can Google this.
Right.
That's where Sunday worship comes from. The Catholic Church.
Right.
They instituted Sunday worship.
Yeah,
but we just read in the Bible the same book that they're using.
Right.
We just read in the Bible that you should be keeping the seventh day holy.
That's right.
And it's detrimental that we do that. It is so detrimental, we keep that day holy. Because guess what? That's why our people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native, are in this downtrodden state that we're in.
Right.
We get shot down in the streets. What do you think about that, sis? What do you think about our people being killed in the streets and nobody even when we get killed by our own people? Brothers get off. Nobody, they never have a clue what happened.
Right.
People go years and wonder, I want to find out who killed my son.
Right.
Why are these things happening to us?
Bring it out.
I got a question for you, sis. What's your name again? Carter. Have you ever heard of a Chinese Trayvon Martin? You ever heard of an Arab Trayvon Sandra Bland? Have you ever heard of why are these things happening to our people?
Bring it out.
Watch this. I'm going to show you why. Watch this. Because one of the main laws is we're breaking the Sabbath day, which is today. Watch this. Read that. Exodus 31 and 13, I think. Read.
Exodus 31, verse 13.
Bring it out.
Speak thou also unto the children of Israel, saying, verily my Sabbath ye shall keep.
Verily, his Sabbaths, because there's an S on it, you shall keep. Read.
For it is holy. For it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations.
Read.
That ye may know that I am the Lord that does sanctify you. Ye shall keep the Sabbath, therefore, for it is holy unto you.
Read.
Everyone that defileth it,
Everyone that break the Sabbath. Hey, sis, I want you to get this part real quick. I need you to hear this. Watch what it says. Read.
everyone that defileth it shall surely be put to death.
So guess what? The Bible just said for breaking the Sabbath day, the judgment for that is death.
That's right.
We're not taught that in the church.
Right.
You're not taught that in Mount Pleasant.
Right.
They don't teach you that if you don't keep the Sabbath day, you're going to be put to death.
That's right.
Sooner or later, you will be put to death for breaking this day.
Right.
It's a very detrimental law. You must keep this day. Read.
For whosoever doeth any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from among his people.
It said it again. You're going to be put to death. Read.
6 days may work be done,
Read.
but in the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest,
Right.
holy to the Lord.
Read.
Whosoever doeth any work in the Sabbath day,
Read.
he shall surely be put to death.
That's
3 times it's mentioned death for breaking this day.
right.
We're not taught that in the churches.
That's right.
We're not taught that if you break the Sabbath day, you're going to be put to death.
Right.
Why is that, big bro? You should be, personally, I have a disdain for the Christian church.
Bring it out.
Because they don't teach you a damn thing. They teach you nothing.
Right.
Yes, who are you? So why these things? You just read verse 12. Verse 12, and read.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak thou also unto the children of Israel.
So now, this is a covenant. This is a covenant with the children of Israel.
That's right.
This is a covenant with the children of Israel.
That's right.
This is a covenant. So we went back, we read that Moses was told to speak to the children of Israel.
Bring it out.
So now, who is this covenant with? Look at this sign. Big bro, I didn't get your name. What's your name?
Bring it out.
Thomas Jermaine. Look at this sign. On this sign, on the left, my left, your right, it has names that was given to us through the process of slavery.
Bring it out.
Over time, through the process of slavery, we took on these names. And a lot of us, we hold dear to them. I'm an African American. I'm a black man. We hold dear to these things. Right. But on this right side, your left, is the name that was given to you in the Bible.
That's right.
So this right here says the 12 tribes of Israel. This covenant that we just read in Exodus is a covenant with the children of Israel.
Right.
It said nothing else about anybody else on planet Earth.
Right.
We're not taught that. Sis, what's your name?
Danielle.
Danielle, how you doing, Danielle?
Good.
Did you know today was the Sabbath day?
No.
You did? What day you thought it was?
It's a regular day.
You thought the day was a regular day, but when is the day that we're supposed to worship God?
It's Sunday.
Sunday. Go back to Exodus 20. We just went over with Jermaine. And I'm a man right here. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting your name. Thomas. We just went over what the correct day is, the Sabbath day. Watch this, read.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 8.
Bring it out.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
That's
So now,
right.
we just read the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord. My man Jermaine pulled out his phone. He looked at his calendar that's on his phone, and he looked at the days of the week that's on the calendar.
That's right.
And I asked him, I said, which day is the 7th day? And he determined that it was Saturday.
Right.
So the question is, why is people saying Sunday is the day of worship?
Right.
Why is that? Because when you look at your calendar, that's the first day of the week.
Right.
It's a big difference between the first day and the last day.
That's right.
Or the 7th day. How is it that we've been bamboozled? How is that? Why are these things happening to us?
Right.
What we're here to do. When you see us come out, we're here to teach our people where they're error. We're here to teach them who they are according to the Bible.
That's right.
And to show them what they must do to come out of this lower state that we're in. Because, Danielle, would you agree, so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, are we on the top of society? We're not. We don't rule anything.
Right.
We barely own anything.
Right.
We told we don't own that.
That's right.
Taxes are they'll take it from you if you don't pay the taxes.
Right.
So why is that? How is it that we are such a lower state? I'm going to show you who you are according to the Bible.
Bring it out.
Because I just showed you a law that we're breaking. I'm going to show you some more. But first I want to show you who you are in this book.
That's right.
Give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6. I'm going to show you what God said about his people. I'm going to show you what God said about these people, even though we are in this downtrodden state.
Right.
Even though we're going through it. Because we go through it. Nobody do it like we do it.
Right.
Watch this. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
Bring it out.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
Danielle. Jermaine. Big bro, what's your name? Michael. Thomas. The Most High God said what?
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Read.
Above all people.
Danielle, no. It says equal to all people.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Mr. Jermaine, they don't teach that in Mount Pleasant.
Bring it out.
They don't teach that in the church.
Right.
Why? They got the book. Why are they not teaching us who you are according to the Bible?
Bring it out.
And I know the question you should have right now. How you know we those people?
Right.
Danielle, what do you think? Should we be proving to you how we know we are these people? What do you think, Michael? Should not be able to prove to you how we know that we are these people and that the Most High God chose us. Read it again.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself,
Right.
above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Entire planet. The entire planet. The Most High God chose a particular people and said they will be above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
That's
We are
right.
not taught that in the church. But we feel the damn church.
Right.
We feel it. Somehow or another, we've got bamboozled. But guess what? We're going to show you who you are and we can prove it. How is it that we know we are these people? How is it? Danielle, how is it that we know that? Michael, how is it that we know we are these people? Say again? It's in us. But look, I just here's the thing. I'm reading the Bible. So give me 1 Peter 4:11 and hold that. 1 Peter. Watch this. Because what I'm doing is I want to show you this book that everybody has. The information is in there. We're showing our people who we are according to the Bible.
That's right.
According to the Bible. So you said it's in us. You're right. But I want to expound on it. I want to make it plain. Because we go around and say that all the time. We say it's in us. I know I'm a God. We know these things, but how can we prove it? Because we have no superpowers. You got to do what? You so right, Michael. You're right. You got to live it. How do you live it? I'm putting you on the spot. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. We're here to provoke you to thought, not anger. We're not here to make anyone upset. We want you to think about these things. So when you go home, you're going to consider it. Read that.
1 Peter chapter 4, verse 11.
Bring it out.
If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of God.
Right.
If any man minister,
Okay, so the Bible said, read it again.
if any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of God.
Because you just said it's in you. But I'm going to show you what the Bible said. How do we know that?
Right. Bring it out.
So go to Isaiah 1 and 3. We're going to show you this. We're going to prove to you how we know we're these people. Because we fit this curse that we're getting ready to read.
Right.
We fit this prophecy. This is a Bible prophecy that we're getting ready to read. Watch this.
Isaiah chapter 1, verse 3.
Bring it out.
The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know. My people doth not consider.
My people do not consider. You know how I know they don't consider? Because they feel Mount Pleasant. They feel those pews in that church. They don't consider. They just go to church. They don't consider that they are the children of Israel.
That's right.
Read it again.
The ox knoweth his owner.
So now, the nation of Israel is being compared to what's considered two dumb animals. Read.
And the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know.
So now, the Bible said, the Most High, it says Israel don't know. Ox, they know who their owner is. A donkey knows where his home is. You can take a donkey, put him in Decatur. He'll find his way back home.
That's right.
You'll get up 2 weeks later and look outside and see your donkey.
That's right.
Right.
But who?
But Israel doth not know.
Israel does not know. How is that we don't know? How is it?
Bring it out.
How is it that we don't know?
Bring it out.
This is how. This is how. We don't know because we process of slavery that was taken from you.
Right.
Your language, the foods you ate.
Right.
This is how you don't know through the process of slavery.
That's
Hey,
right.
Mike, did you know that this was in the Bible? We read about it in history book in school. Danielle, did you know that this was in the Bible? That this is Bible prophecy.
Bring it
That
out.
all people will be put on slave ships.
Teach.
Verbatim. You will be put on slave ships, and once you get off the ship, you'll be sold. Did you know that?
Bring it out.
So I said earlier, how do we know that we're these people? I'm going to prove it to you. Go to Deuteronomy 28. We're showing our people things that we know they are not been taught because we actually start to learn and realize we ain't been taught this.
That's right.
Some of us, I'm 50 plus. Some of these guys are young. But the point is, none of us has never been taught. My grandmother didn't get taught this because I feel like if my grandmother, my dad, and my mom had known this, they would have showed it to me.
Right.
I really do. What do you think? You think they would have showed it to you? Watch this. Deuteronomy 28. Go to 1. 1 and 1. Read that.
Oh, Deuteronomy 1 and 1?
Deuteronomy 1 and 1. Watch this. We're going to give you the audience. We're going to give you the audience of who Moses is speaking to. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 1.
Bring it out.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side Jordan.
These are the words that Moses spake unto all Israel. So the whole book of the book of Deuteronomy is to those people.
That's right.
It's to those people. Go to 28.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 1. And it shall come to pass,
Watch this.
if thou shalt hearken diligently
If you listen diligently
unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day,
watch this, Daniel.
that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Right.
Above all nations of the earth. Simply if we do what God say.
Right.
That's it. Read verse 15. It's a flip side. Read.
Verse 15.
Watch this.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken
If you don't listen to what God said,
unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
read.
to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day,
Hey.
that all these curses,
That all these what?
that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All these curses. You heard that, didn't you? I saw you when you dropped your head. You heard that. It makes sense. Danielle, what do you think? It makes sense. It's simple. Do what I say, I'm going to bless you. If you don't do what I say, if you don't do what the Most High God say, creator of heaven and earth, if you don't do what he say, he's going to curse you.
That's right.
He's going to curse you.
Right.
This is Bible prophecy.
Right.
Transatlantic slave trade, sub-Saharan slave trade. It's all Bible prophecy.
That's
We've not
right.
been taught that in Mount Pleasant, Jermaine.
Right.
We've not been taught this Bible correctly.
Right.
And that's why we're so adamant about coming out, showing our people what the Bible says. Because guess what? Christ's on his way back.
That's right.
He's on his way back. And when he gets here, I promise you, he ain't hugging and kissing nobody.
That's
I
right.
promise you that. If they did this, what in the world make you think when Christ get back, he's going to hug and kiss everybody?
Right.
Come on, man. Let's think about this thing. Let's be realistic. I want to show you that. Give me 68. I want to show you this. I want you to get it. Breathe.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
The Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Bring it up.
So mind you, the story of Moses. Y'all familiar with Moses? Danielle, you familiar with Moses bringing the children of Israel out of Egypt? So when you read the Bible, there's this story of who Moses is. Moses brought the children of Israel out of Egypt. Because guess what they were doing there? You know what they were doing there, Jermaine? They were slaves.
Right.
The state of the children of Israel in Egypt, they were slaves. They built Egypt.
Right.
We built the pyramids.
Right.
That's right.
Through slavery, free labor. The Bible said what?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So now it says it's going to bring you into Egypt again with ships. Mind you, they just walked from Egypt. So the question you should have, I want you to ponder on this. Why would you need a ship to go back?
Right.
Why would you need a ship to go back when you just walked from there?
Right.
It's a mental thing. Breathe. Wait, come on.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By thee way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And therein shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
The Bible has black history in it.
That's right.
So now we're connecting the dots. We are taking Bible prophecy and showing you that it's world history.
What is a nation?
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.